sir. I'm sure of it, not the gloom.
In 2 days, send men to claim his property for the crest, and have them bring a cart.
Hey guys, TC Entertainer here. Welcome to part 3 of my Thief series. And this is actually chapter 2, part 3. I'm trying to keep these videos sort of about like 20 something minutes long, you know, at the most. I'm trying to keep it as short as I can really because of upload times and stuff. But hopefully you enjoy it. And yes, this level was a bit of a pain in the backside for me. I did mess up a few times. But I've edited the bits where I messed up. So I have faded between it, so this video should run fairly smoothly. It's not like one screen and it should chops to another screen like really, you know, really dramatically. It just sort of fades between, so it should run relatively smoothly. So yeah, so far I'm liking this game. I'm quite liking how you can just, you know, walk around and steal things and stuff and nobody knows you're there. You know, I really like the stealth element to this game, and it's quite a different sort of game as well, because normally it's sort of like Splinter Cell and stuff like that, and Hitman, you know, that sort of stealth, but this is sort of a different kind of stealth, you know, if you know what I mean. So yeah, so far I'm liking it.
Where the hell have you been?
I don't know.
You don't know? Fine. Forget it. Far be it from me to pry about where you've been for the last fucking year. I don't have time for this. Especially with the Baron's new duty on opium, thanks to this gloom sickness, not to mention the Thief-Taker General's black tax, squeezing us entrepreneurs.
If you got a job for me, let's hear it.
Are you sure you're up to it? Okay, so here's the gig. I need you to obtain a ring for me.
Getting married?
Never again, huh? You mangy bird. I swear one day I'm gonna have you made into a hat.
And lose the brains of the outfit.
I'm running out of fingers.
Good job, Basso. Good job.
Yeah, right. Belongs to a guy named Cornelius Greaves, one of those hoity-toity types who doesn't have any shit on his boots. Here you go.
What's the catch?
He's dead.
I'm a thief, Basso, not a grave robber.
Only recently deceased. My sources say he never took the ring off.
Doesn't seem much of a challenge.
Challenge. We'll be getting to him before the Carters pick him over. Rumor has it they've been taking bodies to that old foundry near Cinderfall. Crawling with the Baron's guards for some reason. Now, the best way to that place is through the old chapel. And, don't screw this up, Garrett. Some of us still need to pay our dues.
You can't tax what you can't catch.
Yeah, get out of here. And you use the door? Please? Still, it's good to see you. Huh.
Okay, so in part 2,
You know where
our objective was to head to the clock tower. That was our target destination. Obviously we did get to the clock tower, but something went wrong while recording the very first part, and it's knackered basically. So I've recorded like most of the gameplay. You know, it was only a little snippet at the beginning anyway. and it was mostly cutscene, so you've not really missed out on much. So yes, it was basically just coming from the clock tower and a bit of a cutscene, and that was pretty much it really. It wasn't a big chunk. So, this is pretty much what happens from the
some of these gloomers bite off their tongues to make it
from the last part. So,
pushing their eyes or their ears.
The court of the Queen of Beggars.
And recently I've been playing Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes, which is a pretty good game. I quite enjoyed playing it. The one thing I was surprised and not very loads happy about, because I was led to believe that the Metal Gear Solid game coming out on the Xbox One and PS4 was called Phantom Pain. At first that's what I thought it was going to be called, and when I found out it was a game called Ground Zeroes, I thought, oh, maybe they've changed the name, but they actually haven't. You probably already know this anyway, but Ground Zeroes is like it's basically one sort of main mission. It's quite a big mission, don't get me wrong, but it's like one sort of mission to you need to extract these two targets. You need to get them out, and that's the level on like the proper story. There are some side missions and stuff, extra things to do, but as far as the story goes, it's just that one level really. So they'll obviously continue that on Phantom Pain, but I thought it was just going to be the full game of what's going to come out, but obviously not, because it advertised Phantom Pain at the end as well. So yeah, I might put it on YouTube, just to break up this Thief series, just so it's not all the same all the time,
They thought you were dead.
And I may be putting up a game news video, a second one. I did the last one I did was the Hitman
to keep you safe while we waited.
Next
but
one
then,
will
just after the gloom started, something began to wake
Batman
you.
Game, Arkham Knight.
It was time for you to return home.
Yeah, stay tuned for that.
This city grows sick. It will tell you all in time, if you choose to listen. Careful, Garrett. There are worse things in the shadows than you.
Yeah, just let you know, I try and keep as much as the cutscenes in, so you can hear them as possible, so you sort of get to know the story. That's why I'm sort of staying quiet through most of the cutscenes. Just so you know. But so if you're not able to get this game yet or anything, then you know what the sort of story is. So
we just want this day to be done.
Did you hear this lazy gutter shite? Consider yourself lucky you're pulling that card and not in it.
I also faded between these bits as well, because normally they'd have like a loading screen. You'd have like a screenshot of like a city overview of wherever you're headed or wherever you are, and but they there's quite a few when you go in through doors and stuff, and so I thought the video would be a bit shorter if I just cut them bits out, because they don't really matter, so it'd just be sort of waiting for it to load. So thought I'd save you guys the bother of waiting and just get right to the action, so to speak. And this part I tried to do like a couple of times, because I'd make a wrong move and I'd alert the guards or something. A couple of times in this game I sort of alert them, but I get out of it. I think that's a bit later. I'm not too sure, but yeah, most of the really bad, like, screw ups have been cut out, so you don't have to watch me failing miserably. So, and just a little tip with the blunt arrows, if you got a light switch, you can use the blunt arrows to shoot at the light switch to turn the light out. Just a little tip: if there's no one around, then do it. But if if the enemy is far enough away, then obviously do it. But if they're not far enough away, then don't, because I did it a little bit later in this gameplay. I cut it out, obviously. Yeah, I did it, and it alerted one of the guards, and I do it again a bit later, but I've kept it in because it was I could get past him. So if you're gonna do that, I'd say do it, like aim it at light switching fire with the blunt arrows, and then it'll make it dark. If there's someone near and he gets alerted, just enough so that he's just going to check it out rather than alerting everyone and come and try and kill you. If you're just checking it out, then you can sort of get away with it. You can, because it'll make it dark, obviously, and you can just walk past. That's what I did a bit later on, and it's been kept in. So yeah, these water arrows, I'm not 100% sure how the hell you're meant to actually have water on the end of your arrow. I think it's like a ball thing that holds the water. And where I messed up in this part, I didn't actually notice this box was there. I just saw it offhand. Just like, I didn't realise it was there, and I just saw it. I thought, what's that? And tried it and picked the lock and got something out of it. So can't be bad. It's alright. And there's a couple of boxes like that actually in and around. So if you got this game, keep your eyes peeled and try and find yourself extra stuff, like keep your eye out for them basically. Yeah, and here the dogs start barking, but which I was panicking about, but they thankfully stop. So then I could get past and make it dark and then swoop in unnoticed. Well, apart from the dog, obviously, But yeah, with this game, you can really see the PC elements from the game. You can tell that it is also a PC game. Because it's just like a first-person view, and you can just tell. I don't know what it is. It's
Garrett.
And oh yes, just to let you know, this is actually in 1080p. I've actually been able to sort out my recording device stuff, and yeah, it is actually running in 1080p. This is. I don't know whether you'll notice. Well, you should notice a difference. So yeah, this is in 1080p. So that'll be what it'll be rendering in. So yes. So I was pretty happy about that, because I want the best quality videos I can get to, on YouTube. So yes. And it took me a couple of goes to figure out how the hell you get to the other side, and I was just kicking myself when I found out, because you just basically press the jump button and you jump over, a bit like on like Tomb Raider games, how you can jump over to another ledge whilst you're hanging. So yeah, it was a bit, how the hell did you do that? And then it was like something obvious, What tends to happen with me is I think, well, how the hell do I do that? And then it's always something like totally obvious. It's what happens basically. And I get a little bit lost in this little event. Basically, reason being is that it was pitch black on my TV, and I couldn't see jack shit basically, and so yeah, it's quite hard to see when it's like really dark, obviously. And certain elements, like you just seen then when he just jumped on that guy, remind me of Batman games, Batman Arkham games. And just certain things about this game remind me of like Batman and stuff. You know, you may not be able to see it yourself, but you know, personally, I see it. So, and then another attempt at playing this part of the level, I actually went all the way downstairs and come out to the bottom. Because I didn't realise you had to go out that window bit and then come this way. Sometimes I just, don't see things, or I ignore things, not, just silly mistakes basically. And I'm kind of silly in a minute. Because I sort of nearly get in someone's way and he nearly notices me. So yes, just little mistakes like that, the simplest mistakes in the world, and just pain in the backside. But we get away with it, so it doesn't matter. You know, it would be really cool if you could get like bow and arrow with water arrows and have a water fight. That'd be cool. Wonder if there'd be any way of doing that. I suppose you could get like water balloons and put it on the end of a like a bow, on the end of an arrow and get a little bow. Probably some plastic crap, but I suppose that's the same sort of thing, really, isn't it? But yeah, that'd be cool if you it's sort of evolving the water fight.
Harry friggin' bells. I don't like this.
So parts like this, I think are quite good because when I put that light out, I didn't think about dashing across, but I probably could have just dashed across and he wouldn't have noticed, or he may have noticed me and killed me. But sometimes I think I'm a bit cautious to so I'd say I'll put that light out then, I'll go and take him down just in case, just in case I don't get across without him noticing me. So it's just easier just to knock him out.
Yeah, just like shooting deer back in the estate.
Time to get off. I prefer being a
So I hope you're enjoying these videos of Thief. If you think I need to improve any on anything to do with these like Thief videos, gameplays, then just let me know what I need to improve on, and then I can improve it for the rest of the series, or for any other video. If you think I need to improve on a certain video and improve at a certain thing, then just let me know, because don't just say look at a video and then you don't like it, so you hit the dislike button. But if you're gonna do that, then let me know why, what you don't like about it, and then I can take that into account and then obviously improve it in my future videos. So yeah, please don't be shy, just let let me know what I need to improve on, and I'll be able to improve on it and make my videos of the future better. So yeah, would be much appreciated. Yeah, if you give me some feedback, you know, because I really want to do my best and try and succeed as much as I can on this channel, and so that would be a vital thing that, you know, would help me out a lot. So yeah, if you could do that for me, you know, what you think about these videos and stuff, then it'd be much appreciated. And I think it's this part that I first realised you can use the blunt arrows to actually, you know, turn out the lights with the light switches. I tried it a couple of times, but it always seemed to alert the other, you know, the guards. So that time I just looked to see where the guard was and just opted for just swooping across. And you know, sometimes I don't think of this most simplest option. Sometimes I think of the most complicated, and then I learn the mistake after I've done it, you know, sometimes.
I'm not feeling all that well.
And I think it's actually here, or when I go downstairs, that I actually hit the light switch. As you can see, he's actually standing right next to it, him downstairs. I'm just being a bit cautious here because I wasn't too sure of where all the guards were, whether there was more downstairs than, you know, whether the ones upstairs would see me if I went down this staircase. But yeah, in front of me is the light switch, and I'm just choosing the flat arrows, or the blunt arrows, and I've just turned the light out, and he notices me, but because he goes to the light switch, I just swoop across past the stairs and you know, get away with it. So sometimes when you alert the guard in a certain way, you know, sometimes you can get away with it and just get out of there, basically.
I'll show you an open one. I haven't seen this mechanism before, though. Must be a key to fit.
And in this room was a little bit of a. I get over there to that. I need a key for that keyhole there, just that silver thing there, that square bit. And I looked at all the glass on the floor, and I thought, right, I really hope it's in that big, in that big box there. But I thought, how am I going to get there? You know, over all the glass. And there's me just knocking him out, just to be extra careful. Yeah, how do I get there, like, without making noise on the glass? Because obviously it'd wake him up, and then he'd you know, come after me, basically. So I didn't know what the hell that was on the radiator, but I think it's a jug or something. But yeah, so I just opted for going over the railings and just go over here, and I was hoping and praying that the key was in here, so then I could just hop back over and go back in, and it is actually in there. So if you're on this part, or you're nearly on this part, like, keep your eye out for it, and remember that it's in the big box before you go, you know, hunting around the room for it. It looked a bit like the Empire State Building, that did, that key. And just hop back over and open the door. So we've not got too long left for this video. So yes, we're sort of nearly hitting the 25-minute mark. And there's a cutscene at the end of it, just to bookend the part, you know, the level. So once the cutscene you know, comes on, then I'll sign off. I'll come out of this video. because as I said, I'm trying to keep these cutscenes, so you can hear them, or most of it, so you sort of get to know the story a bit. Because sometimes when purchasing a game, or deciding whether to get a game, sometimes a good indicator of whether it's going to be any good or not is actually like the story. I've bought quite a few games now that I've bought because it's got a really good story, and then all the good features and lot of it, and that was just a bonus basically. So yeah. So if you know a bit about the story and it attracts you to the game, then it's all useful information to help you make that purchase. But yeah, this wasn't usually a game I'd sort of go for. I've never played a Thief game before in my life. Obviously it's a stealth game, but all stealth games, or most stealth games, are different, I mean, even Hitman and Splinter Cell, they're both different. Although it's the same sort of stealth approach, they are, quite different. Yes, this machine just does my head in a little bit, because it goes so far and then it stops, and then it goes so far and then it stops. At first I actually thought you had to sort of swing on it in some way by doing, moving the sticks, but I just realised that no, actually it just moves and then stops and then moves and then stops every so often. So yeah, we're not too far away from the end of this video now. I think we're pretty damn close, actually, to be honest.
I don't care if your mother's got the fucking gloom, she's not coming to
I
live
think
with
we'll
us.
just go through here. And yes, there's a cutscene. So yes, this has been TC Entertainer. Hope you enjoyed this video. If not, leave your comments, of what you think of it, whether you think what you think I need to improve on, and what you think I'm good at, maybe. Let me know what you think I do better and what you think I do worse, basically. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Leave your like, comment, and subscribe, and leave your feedback, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.
What did this body have on it?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No, I was just gonna get another body when you came in and took over.
I don't ask for much. Respect. A stiff drink. Gold. And for my men to do what they're fucking told. Put his body in the furnace and check it for coin.